Hey stranger, how are you doing today? It's really cold this evening in Oslo, so I have a wool cardigan and warm cup of tea. How is the weather in your city? Are you experiencing proper spring? Well, the weather here is very unpredictable. It was like summer yesterday. We had a proper summer clothes, and today it's all stormy and rainy and cold. So I am aware that you have been lately questioning your own worthiness to receive. You're doubting whether or not you're good enough for your dreams, your desires. So I want us to talk about this today so that by the end of this conversation, you will feel a lot better. And you will also have the inner resources to deal with this constant chatter in your head about whether or not you're good enough. I know that this is very exhausting. Constantly doubting your worthiness to receive. But I want to ask you a question. Have you ever considered that maybe it's not about you being good enough for the things you desire? Maybe it's about whether the things you desire is good enough for you. Have you ever considered that? When we ask, am I good enough for this? We often put ourselves even more down. It comes from a place of self-doubt, self-judgment. But when we ask, is this good enough for me? We're coming from a place of self-respect and trusting that universe will always deliver what is good for us. So if you don't receive something, it's a form of protection. I want us to understand where this feeling of not being good enough comes from. It's often that when we don't get what we want to understand why we didn't get those things. And then we end up coming to the conclusion that maybe it's because we are not good enough, that we didn't try harder, we didn't work harder. Maybe there are more that we should do. Maybe we should try harder. But sweetheart, it's never about you deserving something. I need you to understand the nature of this life. And this understanding can save you a lot of heartache in the future. This life is limited. Just because we don't get certain things doesn't mean that there is something fundamentally wrong with us. It doesn't mean that we are not good enough. Every one of us were born worthy. When we feel worthy, It's not a question of why. There's no why. No one can justify why they feel worthy. They just are. When I was finally able to get in touch with my sense of worthiness, I understood that I didn't need a reason to feel worthy. There is just no reason out there. Sometimes people just get things because it's good for them. Sometimes people don't get things because it wasn't good for them to begin with. There are so many things that I desired when I was younger. Looking back decades later, I'm so grateful that I didn't get them, because it wouldn't have been good for me. I see that now at the age of 37, but I wasn't able to see it when I was 20. I thought that I desired this thing, this relationship or this job so bad that I wanted to have it so desperately in my life. I prayed for it, I cried about it, And when it didn't happen, I felt so unworthy. I felt like maybe there's something wrong with me, that God doesn't love me. I made all sorts of meanings about myself. But after decades, I start to see the reason why. And I was so grateful that it didn't work out. I could have been so miserable. I could have ruined my life. So sometimes we don't see the wisdom and we make it about ourselves. Next time when you want something, I want you to ask this question. Is this good for me? Is this good enough for me? Is this person good enough for me? Is this job good enough for me? Is having this amount of money good enough for me? Good for my health, good for my mental health, my well-being. Sometimes having too much is a problem. So you don't have to make this about yourself. You are good enough. You have always been good enough. Things in life involves many situations, many different people. We cannot control what's going to happen because it's not up to us. It involves other people's decision as well. So the only thing you can do is to surrender, knowing that no matter what happens, you are worthy. The more you surrender, the more your higher self will bring to you the things that is good for you. You don't have to cling to anything. You don't have to attach yourself to anyone, thinking that they are the reason that you're good enough. No. There's no external reason. There's no external reason at all for you to feel good enough. Sometimes we do make the mistake of thinking that if only I have this one thing, this one person in my life, then I will be good enough. But that's not how it works, sweetheart. It's not. They are not the reason that you're good enough. You are the reason that you're good enough. Think about that. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes and drop your attention to your heart center. place your right hand on your chest, above your heart, and take a few deep breaths to ground yourself to this present moment, to silence this chatter in your head. I want to show you that you always have the freedom to let go of this thought and to choose to be quiet in silence. Take a deep breath in and out from your heart to your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. Focus on your breath. Breathe in and out. No matter what happens in your head, just keep breathing. In and out. In and out. In and out. And now let go of the breath. Bring your attention to this empty space behind your closed eyes. Focus on that quietness. No thoughts, nothing. Just stillness in here and now, in this present moment. You are present. Imagine the room you're in your head. Pay attention to all the details. This quiet time. Then pay attention to the fact that your body is slowly relaxing and letting go. At any time, at any moment, you are free to let go of any thoughts, any attachment, and just be here. Everything seems so small and insignificant when we are present. There is no problem in this present moment. There is no thought, only quietness, stillness, and peace. We need to get used to this feeling of being at peace so that we don't constantly create problems for ourselves. When we cannot find problem on the outside world, we create problem within ourselves in the form of self-doubt. It's enough. It's really enough, sweetheart. This self-doubt is not going to take you anywhere. It's not going to serve you in any way. So let go. Let it all go. You're safe now. You deserve to be at peace at this moment. Don't define yourself by the things you have or the things you didn't have. They don't matter. Sometimes we get what we want, sometimes we don't. It has nothing to do with who we are. You're complete, with or without your dream come true. You're at peace, with or without your desires. Just let everything go at this moment. Just be quiet, be in silence. You have the ability to bring your attention to this quiet present moment. and to just be here. To see that everything is just a thought, like a cloud in the sky. Floats around, it comes and goes. You don't have to attach yourself to any of it. Now, repeat the following affirmation after me. It's nothing fancy. It's quite simple actually. I am enough. I am at peace. I choose to let go and be at peace. I am enough. I am at peace. I choose to let go and be at peace. I am enough and I am at peace. I choose to let go and be at peace. So it is, so it shall be. Now gently open your eyes and come back to the room you're in. You are enough. You are at peace. You can always choose to be at peace. Remember that. All my best wishes to you, sweetheart. I hope you can relax this evening. Go to bed with a light heart, a heart full of love for yourself. Good night.